Namaste! Today we are going to watch How Powerful is Norway. So this is our first Norway video and we don't know anything about it. We live very far away from Norway. We live in India. And now for us, Norway is a very good, travel destination, a very, cold place to go to this place. And I also think so, like all those, the night lights that we see, I've seen, that green kind of things in the sky. I think so those are Norway kind of things. And also I've seen like Norway is a very, happy country, enjoyable country to live in, and also to have a good place to travel to. And also it is just north of United Kingdom. So I think so many people from UK also would go to like Norway to travel. Now it is about how powerful is Norway. So there is two things I don't associate with together is Norway and powerful, because I see Norway as a good travel destination and a place where there is very few population. And so now how can it be so powerful, or it be powerful enough to impact the world? So it will be very interesting thing to know.
Maybe they are going to show us that how powerful they are by their economy. Maybe the economy of the Norway is so good, or maybe they have a very good army. So we can say that the Norway could be powerful. And after watching this video, we'll get to know about the Norway, that why this country is so powerful. And to be honest, I also don't have any idea about Norway. I don't have any information about it. The only thing which I know about its weather, that it is very cold, and I don't have that much idea. So let's watch the video, and I hope after watching this video I will get a lot of things about the Norway.
Yes, we will surely learn a lot of things about Norway. So let's watch this video.
In June 2016, the United Kingdom voted to leave the European Union in a controversial referendum known as Brexit. Many Brits who supported Brexit argued that the UK would be better off if it adopted the Norwegian model, that is, remaining outside the EU while reaping some of the organization's economic benefits. But how well is this model working for the country? Just how powerful is Norway? Well, at nearly 150,000 square miles, or a bit larger than the US state of Montana, Norway is the second biggest Scandinavian country. But with a population of about 5 million, the country has the lowest population density in all of continental Europe. Still, those who do live in Norway tend to be fairly well off. The country has the third highest per capita GDP in Europe and the fourth highest in the world.
$74,000
being the largest per capita producer of oil outside the Middle East, accounting for roughly a quarter of the country's nearly 400.
What? Norway also produces oil? Like, I didn't knew that. I thought all the income was from tourism only. Oh man, they are also one of the largest oil producers outside of Middle East. Wow, that is very interesting.
It's like the Australia only, that we all know that Australia is a small basically country, but it is so rich only because of its resources. And same, the Norway is a small country, but it is so powerful only because of.
But actually Australia is a very huge country. People live in very small places, but it is a huge country.
Basically the population size is low in Norway. So and they are rich because they are taking the full advantages of the resources. So maybe we can say that the resources plays very important role in any nation.
Yes, and actually this is very new for me. You will ask any Indian about it. Nobody will say they know that Norway produces this much oil. Wow.
While the global slump in gas prices has taken a huge toll on other oil-dependent economies like Brazil and Venezuela, Norway has been less affected. This is because over the years, the country has stored much of its public money in its sovereign wealth fund, which is like an investment account for countries. And Norway's is reportedly the largest in the world. Norway's economy also benefits from the country's unique arrangement with the EU. The so-called Norwegian model means that although Norway is not an official member, it has full access to the bloc's internal market, and it can trade most goods with member states duty-free.
Why would
What's
give
more,
that?
It's not limited by the EU's strict internal trade policy, and thus has the freedom to negotiate free trade agreements with countries outside the organization. However, when it comes to Norway's defense, existing outside the EU does have certain disadvantages. Norway has little say in EU policies regarding regional security, which is problematic when dealing with Russia over their shared border. Still, Norway does benefit from its membership in NATO, which is crucial as the country is relatively weak on its own. Its military encompasses just 70,000 personnel and a $7 billion defense budget. Historically, Norway has built up its military through mandatory conscription. However, since the end of the Cold War, the country has relaxed its drafting policies, and in general, those who don't wish to serve are not forced to.
This is so mind blowing. Norway is, on another planet. The way they are planning things, they are with Euro in such a condition that they can deal and trade everything. But they are not like a part of Euro, so the European Union, so they don't have to like go by all the restrictions and everything. And as far as the security is concerned, they are with NATO. So they are fully protected from each and every side. They are so smart, and also they have an investment fund. I have never even heard about it. Like countries doing these things. I have seen individuals or even like people do these things. Like a country like Norway is doing it, and they are the largest in the world. Like they have made an investment fund due to which, like if there is the loss due to oil prices, they don't care. They are like, okay, we still can manage it very easily. This is hats off. Wow.
That said, conscription is still an official civic responsibility, and in
Draft women
2013,
into
Norway
military.
became the
Wow.
first NATO and European country to expand this duty to women as well as men. As an economically stable and NATO-protected country, Norway is doing well. But like other Scandinavian countries, Norway is struggling to control an influx of migrants, integrate ethnic minorities, and navigate an aging population, all while maintaining its robust social safety net and economic competitiveness. If many Brits had considered these and Norway's other domestic issues, perhaps they would have thought twice before choosing to go it alone. The Kingdom of Norway is also home to the Svalbard Seed Vault, one of the largest collections of seeds in the world. And Trace, over on D News, got to see the inside of it. You can learn more about the Doomsday Vault by watching this video
Oh
here.
yes, I heard about this.
By digging a 130-meter tunnel deep into the mountain, the vault is underneath that permafrost, meaning they only had to cool it the remaining 12 Celsius. At that temperature, the 860,000 varieties currently in the vault can be held for decades.
The vault he was talking about, it is the vault of all the seeds. They have brought all the seeds from all over the world and they have like stored it. So if, for instance, someday a doomsday happen, like a nuclear attack or a meteor attack, so this is something that is safe and we can get our foods from. So wow, and it was in Norway. I didn't think so, because I thought everything would be in America only, because America stores and does all these weird things. But no, it is in Norway. And like Norway is so advanced. In these 3 minutes it just shows its power. Like it does not need to have all those military power and all those formal presence out there, but it just has all that power. It has the money that can speak. It has all rules and regulation. It has the freedom. It has the people to live by and enjoy. The only problem that it is facing now is due to migration, and that is faced by all of Europe. But I think so Norway is still very safe, because like we have seen, the migration route is normally starting from Spain, and from Spain you have to go through a lot of borders to reach to Norway. But wow, this is an amazing video, and like it has enlightened me towards the power of Norway.
And yes, this video was so informative. As I told you earlier that I didn't have any information about it, but after watching this video I got to know a lot of things about the Norway. That first thing is that in economy wise it is very powerful. Still the population of the country is very small. Still it is so powerful. It has basically the country is very rich, and it is taking the full advantages of its resources. And basically in Norway there is the oil production, and this thing was very new for both of us. And earlier we had knowledge that the only UAE is basically capable to produce so much oil, but it's not like that. Norway is also putting efforts in producing the oil, and it is taking the full advantages of it. So we can say that the Norway is the rich country, and it is so safe for the women also. And we also got to know that the Norway was the country who who brought the women into the army. So basically we can say that it doesn't take the differentiation between the men and the women. It believes in the equal rights. So yeah, I really enjoyed this video, and we can say that the Norway is powerful.
I learned a lot from this video. So what do you guys think about it? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share and
Subscribe.
bye.